Beauty Chameleons, it's Tasha. How you guys doing today? Today I'm going to come to you guys with another smoky eye look. I decided to do a smoky eye series. And for this smoky eye series, I'm going to keep it nice, fun, and a gunmetal-y blue. So if you want to learn how to play with some MAC pigments, stay tuned. I'm going to go grab my goodies and I'll be right back. Okay, let's get started. I've already primed my eye and I've used the Smashbox Photo Finish. But the first thing we're going to do is use a loose pigment. And the first loose pigment I'm going to use is by MAC. And this one is called Sweet Sienna. I recently picked this up at my local CCO. So you can go to, if you have an outlet nearby you, they have a cosmetic company store. You can find a lot of either discontinued or MAC products there for, you know, a fraction of the price. So we're going to start off with that. I'm going to use the lid kind of as my place to grab and place the shadow inside. And a wet brush I'm going to be using is the Sigma, the SS252, and I'm basically going to pat this right on my lid area of my eye. Sometimes it helps if you just pat the pigment on to avoid some fallout, but you better prepare yourself because you may have some fallout with loose pigments shadows. So go ahead and just apply that all over the entire eyelid, just patting motions, except for you're not going to apply it to the outer third of your eye. And basically throughout this whole video I'm going to be using mainly all pigments with the exception of a couple loose powders or pressed powders for the eyes. But the next shade I'm going to use is Bell Bottom Blue, and it's another loose pigment from MAC, found at my local CCO, so I'm not too sure if this is a discontinued or is this a regular item. But again, I'm going to use the lid as my base to work off of, okay? And I'm going to use the same SS252 brush from Sigma. And I'm going to just apply it to the outer third of my eye. I'm not going to do too much blending at this point because what's going to happen, I'm going to switch a brush and I'm going to use a crease brush to start blending out this bell bottom. Now before I go about blending that, I'm going to take a color from Benefit Cosmetics, and it's their Luster Duster in Snow Bunny, and it's just a nice, it's one of my favorite like white shimmery iridescent powders. But I'm going to take a little bit of that with a flat brush from Sephora and just apply a little bit to the inner corners of my eye just to brighten up this Sweet Sienna. I'm just going to use a patting motion, just kind of dabbing it on my inner corners of my eye, just so you can kind of create a highlight and brighten up this look. And you also want to just kind of apply a little bit more to about the inner quarter of the eye area. And it's okay if you don't have the outer edge of the shadow blended in quite yet, so we're going to go back and fix that. Okay. But once you have that applied, what we're going to do is switch to a crease brush, and I'm going to use my Urban Decay, and this is the Karma crease brush, and I'm just making sure it's clean, okay? And I'm going to take that color and just start blending that Bell Bottom Blue into my crease and slightly above. Okay, you see it's kind of slightly smoking out a little bit. But I'm going to go over that with another shadow. This is just a shadow from MAC. It's called Soba. It's kind of close to my skin tone. But I'm kind of creating a warm shadowing right along this area here. So I'm going to use Sigma's SS224 brush, just like the MAC 224 brush. And just apply a little bit of color here. And just slightly blend over that Bell Bottom Blue and blend it to the inner corner of my eye. Just kind of back and forth, almost to my brow, but not too. And I'm just going to dab a little bit just to the tip of the brush, and then we're going to start blending that Bell Bottom Blue over my crease area of my eye. Now don't worry if you get some fallout. If you do, you can always go ahead and clean up later. I'm just taking that Bell Bottom Blue and just blending basically out on the outer corner and just bringing that up to the innermost corner of my eye. So you can see a little bit of that blue peeking out when I open up my eye. Now don't be afraid to pack it on and add more, okay? You will have fallout. I am going to almost guarantee it. Okay. So once we've done that, I'm just going to grab Sigma's SS219 brush. It's just a nice pointy brush. pencil brush if you want to call it, and I'm going to take that bell bottom blue and just go along the lower lash line, the lower lash line of my eye, okay? So I'm going to show you how I clean this up very quickly. I'm just going to take a makeup remover. I'm just using Neutrogena, and I'm just going to take a Q-tip and just run that along the area where my shadow has fallen. So just kind of scoop it out, just like so, and you've cleaned it up. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is work with another darker shadow. I'm just going to use a black shadow. It can be Smashbox, it can be Carbon, whatever you choose to do, but I'm going to use Smashbox. It's my favorite. And I'm going to take the same pencil brush and I'll take a little bit of that black shadow and I'm going to run it along the lower lash line just like so, just so I can deepen up that bell bottom blue along my lower lash line. And then I'm also going to run it up against the upper lash line and then the innermost portion of my crease, just back and forth and slightly blend it outward. So you want to kind of create some type of a sculpted eye when you add this black. It's going to create a nice shadow, and I'm going to bring that almost to the innermost corner of my eye, okay? So just kind of blend back and forth and then flick it upward, so you kind of have a nice gradient effect with this shadow. Bell bottom blue. Once you've done that, with the same brush, and just kind of go along the upper lash line to re-intensify that blue again, and then also go along the crease area of the eye and blend it just a little bit more. And then the next and final thing I'm going to do is go ahead and grab a highlighter color, and this is called Grain. This is another MAC shadow, and I'm going to take that 224 brush from Sigma and just kind of highlight underneath my brow bone and blend it to Sova, and then also kind of go back and blend out the edges just a little bit more so we don't have too many harsh edges going along the eye area. And once you got that eye pretty much blended out, you are basically set to line your eye. The liner I'm going to use is by MAC, and it's the Black Track, the Fluid line. And right now, as you see, I'm just patting just a little bit more of that sweet sienna on my lid just to make that eye pop a little bit. And then I'm going to add my lashes, and the lashes I'm going to use today are the Demi from Ardell, and they are number 120. So stay tuned and I'll be right back. Hey you guys, welcome back. Here is the final look. What do you guys think? I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I just wanted to do another smoky eye using some gunmetal-y blue colors and playing with some loose pigments from MAC. What I used to finish this look is just a bronzer from Cargo Cosmetics, and it's you can find this at Sephora, Sephora.com, but it's just a bronzer called Coral Beach. What I like about this, you can take all the colors mixed together and just add a slight color to the cheek area, and also if you want to highlight, you can take the lighter two portions of this bronzer and just go along the portions of your cheeks to create a nice little glow to your complexion. So if you're deep complexion like me, this will just give you some nice color and nice glowing. And if you're lighter than my complexion, this will give you a nice tint to your skin tone. So if you don't want to be out in the sun sunbathing, this is a perfect little duo to go with, and it also gives you that nice celebrity glow. So I just love this little one. This is another bronzer to my collection of minis that I do own. But for my lips, I decided to keep it on the light side. Today, I guess I must not be feeling as dramatic today, but I just used NYX, and this is just called Sweetheart. It's a really pretty nude lip color. You can almost wear it by itself if you don't want to wear much makeup. So this is from NYX. I love their lip gloss. They smell like Kool-Aid. It's so sweet, but yeah, this is NYX. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and found it helpful for whatever occasion you have coming up. If you're just going out on Friday night and you just wanted something new to add to your collection, I hope you enjoyed this. Otherwise, stay tuned. I'm going to be doing another smoky eye to complete this series. I'm going to do potentially a classic smoky eye using black and maybe silver. Otherwise, if you guys have any questions or any personal requests for this channel, leave me some comments below, and then also look forward to my blog. What I'll do is post a link to the sidebar here as far as all the products I use for this tutorial and where you can find the products if you don't live close to MAC store and so on and so forth. But anyway, as always, thank you guys so much for stopping by my channel and watching my tutorials, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.